Hey folks, well, we just were wanting to share our thoughts, little post-sermon thoughts that we have about the message that we heard from Pastor Brad today. I think one of the things that stands out, why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
You are.
I'm smiling.
So just before we turned the camera on, Sarah said, "Don't be awkward." And I was like, "What do you mean, don't be awkward?" And she said, "I feel like
I'm gonna sit back here.
If I throw you something off script, that
we don't have a script.
We don't even have a script." But she said, "I feel like if I throw you something off script, you get awkward." And I don't really know what that means. So now I'm feeling awkward about that. Anyway, one of the things that stood out to me was saving grace and sustaining grace. Knowing that God saves us but doesn't leave us there. So the picture for me, honestly, one of the things that came to my mind was the Good Samaritan. I know that sounds a little random, but in the parable of the Good Samaritan comes by. He sees that he sees someone who needs help, and doesn't just give them help and leave them there. Like, doesn't just bandage up his wounds and leaves him there, but takes him, actually spends the night with him, because if you read that parable, it says the next day he woke up. What that had to do with today's sermon, in my mind, was that Jesus does more than just save us. And if he did just save us, that would be great. Like, if he just said, "My death gives you a ticket out of hell," who among us, who would complain? But he really does do more than just that, because he does give us grace to not just survive this life, but thrive in this life, to fight temptation, to grow, to change, to be used by him, and to be more like him. So that was one of the things that I thought. What do you got?
I like at the end, Psalm 119:75. "I know, O Lord, that your judgments are right, and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me." Do I have a lot of deep thoughts on that right now? No. But it really struck me, the reminder that struggles and hardships and affliction are all within the boundaries that God places. And he has, in his faithfulness, he allows these things to happen.
When you say boundaries that he places, you mean kind of like, well, one thing that comes to my mind when you say that is 1 Corinthians 10:13, "No temptation has overtaken you except that which is common to man." That God is faithful, and that with the temptation, he'll give us the strength to bear it, and then we won't be overcome by it. That's what you mean by boundaries?
I'm more or less talking about his control and how he tells the waves how far to go.
Okay.
He is right. He is, but that can be put into that as well,
right.
I think.
So it's funny, I'm talking about the grace that he gives us. You're actually talking about the temptation or the thing itself. The what we would call bad. How he's in control of that. So I'm talking about the strength that he gives us to endure. And you're saying, don't forget, even the bad, what we call bad, he's sovereign over that as well.
Well, in faithfulness, he has afflicted us. So that's something to think about. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. Cool. That wasn't too awkward. How'd I do?
Good.
Oh.
You did really good.
Good.
It didn't feel awkward at all.
Good. That's my goal, is to not feel awkward. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and enjoy the sustaining grace that God gives us each and every day, sufficient for the day. Whatever troubles come to us today, they might surprise us. They don't surprise him. And he, like you said, is sovereign even over that affliction, and then also gives us the strength to thrive in that affliction as well, and to please him and to honor him. So take care. God bless. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
So speaking of awkward, Sarah's saying, please edit out the bye, how I just said bye. And I don't really know how to do that. So, well, who was awkward today? That's right.
It's one of those awkward days.
Yeah.